Hello and welcome again to another episode of Harcourts Hot Seat. Today I've got Alan Joy, who is the CEO of CAFS, or Child and Family Services. Alan, how are you?
Good, thanks, Tim.
That's good. I'm looking forward to today. I know nothing about CAFS, so we'll find a little bit of information about that, but most importantly, a bit about yourself, Alan. So what's your background? How did you come to end up as CEO of CAFS?
Well, the position of CEO was advertised in late 2012, it would have been. It was advertised nationally, and I saw the ad, had a look at the programs that CAFS offered. They had great appeal for me. Yep. So I applied for the position, and after a couple of fairly gruelling interviews, I was selected and started in January 2013.
Yeah. Alan, are you a Ballarat boy? Were you born here or?
No, I wasn't born in Ballarat. I was actually born in Benalla.
Okay.
And I grew up in Benalla, and I went to uni in Melbourne, and after one degree there, I went to South Australia for a second degree, and basically I stayed in South Australia until I came to CAFS, except for 6 years in the Northern Territory in 2 different stints.
You probably don't get much spare time, but when you do, what do you like to do in it?
Oh, look, my wife and I like to go out to dinner.
Okay.
We like to travel. We've been lucky enough to go overseas really 2 or 3 or 4 times in the last couple of years, which has been magnificent.
Okay, where's your favourite place to go?
Well, my wife is of English descent, so we went to Europe last year, England, Scotland and Ireland.
Oh.
That was actually on a research trip for CAFS, looking at the feasibility of setting up what we call a therapeutic farm.
And at the moment, Alan, what's the biggest sort of goal you're either heading for personally or the CAFS?
Well, the biggest goal for CAFS is making sure the CAFS Care Farm is a successful venture.
Yep.
When I was overseas looking at places, there was nothing they do overseas that we couldn't do here.
Yep.
And I said to the board, we're better placed than every agency that I saw to make a good job of this. And so we're going to make it happen by establishing a world-class facility.
Tea or coffee? What do we drink?
Coffee occasionally, and tea, a cup of tea every morning.
Yeah. And red or white wine?
Red, mostly red.
Do you have a nickname? AJ, maybe?
Big L, which is probably no surprise.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And some of my son's mates call me Sir, which is a term of endearment. It's more of a joke than anything else.
So, kids? How many kids?
Annette and I have 2 children, both of whom live in Newcastle these days.
What about music? What sort of music?
Music, I love music of different types. I've got 3 for you.
I'm guessing one isn't Katy Perry.
One is not Katy Perry, it's Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
And I've probably got 40 or so Bob Dylan albums. He's written some great songs, including Feel My Love and Sick of Love. Great songs. But the other 2 pieces are nothing like Bob Dylan. One is Vivaldi's 4 Seasons, which is classical. I could listen to that for hours. And the other one is a choral piece written in about 1750 by, probably haven't, called Thomas Tallis. It's called Spem in Alium. It's 8 choirs of 5 people combining, and it is just amazing to hear.
Thank you, Alan. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. Hopefully people have found a bit more out about CAFS and maybe somewhat what they do, and if they want to find out more, jump online or do a bit more research.
Indeed. Well, CAFS is quite big in Ballarat. We've got around about 250 staff. We've got a turnover of about $21.4 million. We've got 260 volunteers, and we're opening the CAFS Care Farm in October this year.
Certainly much bigger than I thought it was, and doing fantastic work. So thanks, Alan, and we'll see you next time.
Been a pleasure. Thanks, Tim.
Bye.